Good afternoon, everybody. Good to see you all again. It's Matt, that firefighter, paramedic guy. We got a special vlog today. Nothing fancy outside, no theme parks, no nothing. This is just a me sitting down with the camera, me to you, and this microphone, so y'all can hear me. Before we go any further, I want to say Happy Veterans Day to all of our military, both retired and active service across all branches of our United States military. Thank you all very much for your service, and thank you for keeping us free. And thank you for everything that you do. You know, with today being Veterans Day, it is very important that we pay honor to all of those who have given the ultimate sacrifice, in service to our country. Most everybody does it because it's their true calling. It's very similar to why I got in the fire service. We run towards danger because it's our job. It's our job to keep everybody safe. It's our calling in life. And to all of those whose calling was the United States military, no matter which branch you joined, thank you again very much for your service. Growing up, both of my grandfathers served in World War II. Like I'm sure many grandfathers who served in the wars, very few stories were told. They kind of kept it close to them. They didn't say a whole lot. Now, my one grandfather, he would tell us some stories from time to time about, what it was like to dig a foxhole if things were really getting bad, or to dig a foxhole and sleep. He could sleep pretty much anywhere. In fact, I remember times when we would take our family vacations to either Cedar Point or Kings Island during the summer times. And, in his late 70s, like 78 years old, he'd be sleeping on the floor. And he'd be like, you all take the beds. I got it made here on the floor. And, he would sleep anywhere. He could just lay his head down somewhere and be sound asleep. But, he'd always tell us that that's from his time in the Army. He said when you had the opportunity to sleep, you took it. And no questions asked. You just lay down and go to sleep somewhere, whether it be in a grass field somewhere or on the rocks on the side of some hill somewhere. My other grandfather, who also served in World War II, he didn't say a whole lot about anything. He kind of kept it, to himself, and you honestly can't blame him. I couldn't imagine, seeing probably what they saw and then wanting to talk about it later on. But one thing I did find amazing is after they both had passed, it's amazing what you find, various medals and letters of commendation, and you find out where they went. My brother did a project to see where one of our grandfathers, served at, and kind of traced everything out. And I tell you, it's amazing what you find. I'm very proud of both of them and what they did. Obviously that was long before I was here. And like I said, to anybody that's got family members serving or retired, or anybody that is retired or currently serving in the United States military, once again, thank you all very much for what you do. Thank you for keeping our country safe. And thank you for always standing watch. And also, I've got something for you all when I end this vlog here. I got something very special for you all at the end, as once again, a thank you to all our veterans and a tribute to all our veterans. Now, moving forward, channel update. We got some things coming ahead. Like I said the other day, I'm going to do the indoor skydiving experience so we can celebrate the 2,000 subscriber milestone. That was supposed to have been yesterday. What I didn't realize when I set out to do that is this is Veterans Day weekend, and Orlando is insane right now. And I also didn't realize that you needed a time slot reservation. I, again, never having done it before, I thought you could just walk in and be like, hey, I'm going to do a little indoor skydiving today. So the time slots that I wanted weren't available. So what we're going to do is next Monday, a little less than a week from right now, we're going to go down to iDrive. We're going to do the indoor skydiving thing as a celebration to our 2,000 subscribers. And as I said before, thank you all very much for your support of the channel. We just keep growing little bits at a time. It's awesome to see. The one thing I find interesting, though, it's just wild to me that when you talk about something that is, intense, like the roller coaster, like the incident on the Stardust Racers roller coaster, or my mini series of Disney live streamers behaving badly, those got a ton of views. But when we do fun and lighthearted things, Oh Wondrous Night, that vlog from the other day, walking through the parks, rope drop ridiculousness, that kind of stuff. We're barely getting 1,000. What sucks is it seems like if you want to make real growth, you got to start talking about bad stuff all the time. And, I definitely don't want to make the channel all about that. So, if it means we're going to grow slower, then we'll grow slower. But I will tell you, the people that have come together and formed this little nucleus of the channel, people that comment on most videos. If you've noticed, if you follow for a while, you'll notice that there's a core group of you all that comment on the videos, and it's kind of like we're forming this really neat little group or network, and it's pretty neat. It's fun to interact with you all. I'll upload some videos from time to time where, we're going to get a little intense. I still am working on the project, the Drop Tower project. I haven't forgotten about that one. That is in the works. That's just taking a little bit of time. And, I've got some other things I want to do, and overall, I just want to keep things fun. As they say, easy going, easy to get along with, and let's have some fun. It just blows my mind, though, that the videos that have the most intensity to them as far as being, how do you want to say it? When you're reporting on bad things that have happened, it's just amazing how sky high the views get. Like, look at all the vlogs out there about the people talking about the economy crashing. Like, there's one guy out there who every day he's out there talking about people can't afford this, car payments are out of hand, the economy's going down, and on and on and on, which I don't doubt that a lot of that isn't true, but it's amazing because this guy gets like 90 to 100 plus thousand views every single day on this stuff. And, there's no solutions offered. He just walks with a camera and talks about how shitty the economy is. It's crazy. And honestly, when things start getting a little rough, I guess people turn to things that aren't well, if you will. I do know that people also will try to find a means of just let's forget about all the BS for a while. Let's go watch something lighthearted and fun, which is where I like to come in at. And as I've said before, the one thing that I would love to get my hand into a little bit, or dip a toe, if you will, I'd like to try the live streaming thing. I think we could have some fun with that. I just need to get a second phone because I don't want to use my primary phone for live streaming. And then that way, if a phone call comes in or text comes in, whatever it may be, that's going to disrupt the live stream and whatnot. So I'd rather have a secondary phone so we can just have that solely for live streaming. And then I have my primary phone for anything else I may need, where if a call would come in or I have to answer a text message or an email, and we can take care of that. And also, too, thank you all for watching the last couple of videos I uploaded. The Oh Wondrous Night video, share that out, man. I tell you, I would love for more people to see that. Why it doesn't get the traction. Over the weekend, everybody was drooling all over Disney because they have Mickey's first Very Merry, Not So Scary, Very Merry, Happy Halloween Christmas party that hasn't changed in almost a decade. And then Disney's Hollywood Studios Jollywood Nights, which is basically another overpriced Christmas party, which to really enjoy it, you got to spend even more money once you get inside the park. And so everybody's been doing that, but not one person, except yours truly right here, covered the SeaWorld event, which is Oh Wondrous Night and the Aquatica Illuminate. Now, there's a few, don't get me wrong, there's a few vlogs out there on it, but it's not covered the way that Disney's overpriced Christmas parties are. And the one thing I forgot to mention, too, during the Oh Wondrous Night vlog that I filmed the other night, all of the entertainment at SeaWorld during the Christmas season, Oh Wondrous Night, the ice skating shows, all the Christmas shows that are offered, everything that is there for Christmas, minus the food and the ice skating that you can do during the day. All the entertainment, though, is included with your day ticket or your annual pass, which I think is amazing. You don't have to pay anything extra to see that. A show like Oh Wondrous Night at Disney, they try to charge you $150 to see that. SeaWorld, that's complimentary with your admission or annual pass. So I wanted to make sure I mentioned that in case anybody had any questions about that. And there's a lot more to come. I've been making a list of all of the Christmas light displays and everything Christmas that's going to be available for the next month and a half, 2.5 months, however long these displays go. Because of how New Year's falls this year, a lot of these Christmas displays are going to go well into the first week of January. A lot of them are going to go to January 4th or January 7th, which is great because it gives you a little bit more time to try to get all of this stuff in. Coming up later this week and the next week, we have the Festival of Trees at the Orlando Art Museum. We've got ICE starting this weekend at the Gaylord Palms Resort and Convention Center. We've got celebrations getting ready to kick off their Christmas celebration. Houses and everything are going to start getting decorated soon. Universal's going to be starting their Christmas celebration very soon. We got all the Disney gingerbread houses to see. I mean, there's a lot. There's a lot to see, and that's just scratching the surface. So we got a lot to see and a lot to do during the holiday season. And so all of you that are subscribed to the channel and watch, y'all are in for a treat. And if you know of anybody that you think might like this content as well, send it on out. Give it a share, because we're just want to grow this little family we got here. And like I said, to those of you that watch and comment and really get engaged with everything we're doing, I can't thank you all enough. It means a lot. So thank you all very much for your support of the channel. And I can't wait to bring a lot more to you. And we got a lot planned, so stand by. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to wrap this up. Like I said, not going to be too terribly long today, but the biggest part of today's vlog was I wanted to wish everybody that has served or is currently serving in our U.S. military, thank you, and happy Veterans Day. My salute to you all. Thank you all for your service, and again, thank you all very much for keeping us safe. Y'all have a fantastic rest of your week. If y'all have had time off from work the last couple of days, hope you enjoy yourselves, and like I said, let's not forget about our U.S. military. Whenever you see a military service member, let's make sure we thank them all for their service. So with that, we're going to wrap this up. I've got something special for you right now. Have a fantastic evening, everybody, and I will see you soon. Fire Medic Adventures is out. See ya. Happy Veterans Day, everybody.
I'm just trying to be a father, raise a daughter and a son, be a lover to their mother, everything to everyone, up and at 'em bright and early. I'm all business in my suit. Yeah, I'm dressed up for success, from my head down to my boots. I don't do it for the money, there's bills that I can't pay. I don't do it for the glory, I just do it anyway. Providing for our futures, my responsibility. Yeah, I'm real good under pressure, being all that I can be. I can't call in sick on Mondays when the weekend's been too strong. I just work straight through the holidays, sometimes all night long. You can bet that I stand ready when the wolf growls at the door. Hey, I'm solid, hey, I'm steady, hey, I'm true down to the core. And I will always do my duty, no matter what the price. I've counted up the cost, I know the sacrifice. Oh, and I don't want to die for you, but if dying's asking me, I'll bear that cross with honor, 'cause freedom don't come free. I'm an American soldier, an American. Beside my brothers and my sisters, I will proudly take a stand. When liberty's in jeopardy, I will always do what's right. I'm out here on the front lines, sleep in peace tonight. American soldier, I'm an American soldier. the night.